All right, guys, so out here on another little bike ride adventure. I'm gonna try to take my mic with me today, maybe talk a little bit while I ride. It's gonna be a little bouncy. Hopefully the wind's not too bad. Yeah, so anyways, I kind of wanted to explain what I'm doing a little bit. Kind of try to explain the channel a little bit. It's kind of all over the place. So, yeah, as we ride today, I'll just kind of narrate as I go along, off and on, see what we come up with. Maybe you'll hang out with me, maybe you like it, maybe you can hit the like and subscribe buttons. Maybe we can keep doing this. I don't really know where it's gonna go. Just kind of trying to see what it does. We'll figure it out along the way and try to keep getting a little better with every one of them. Anyways, keep following along a little bit. We'll see where these roads take us. I like these old gravel roads out here where I'm at. It's some of the funner ones to bike on, I think. So, enjoy the scenery. It's about 90 degrees today, 95, I don't know. Close to 100 with the heat index. It's humid. It rained. Kind of rained and stormed the last few days or whatever, off and on. So it's good and humid for first part of August, which doesn't really surprise me. How green it is right now actually surprises me a lot, but that's kind of nice. Usually by this time of year, everything's all dead out through here. This year it's looking good. All right, hang in there, enjoy. So we're back in here. Talking about earlier, try to give a little bit of a update of what I'm doing, where it comes from, some of the background maybe. The photography side of stuff, that's kind of where everything started. I can remember back as a kid, always having some kind of a camera or something. I remember the old 110 millimeter film cameras, and I'd take it to Walmart, 1 hour photo, and get them all developed, and no cars there. Get them developed and have fun with it. And as I got older and had kids, all before cell phones and cell phone cameras, and where it was easy. Even some of the early cell phone cameras, I'd take a few pictures, but they were so grainy, they were bad. Couldn't really keep them. Never really had a good computer anyways to be able to save them digitally, and didn't have a good way to print them off. So there's a lot of pictures through the years that I just don't have anymore. But it was always fun. I always enjoyed it. Then as my son got into junior high, playing a lot of junior high sports and everything, I wanted some pictures, and so I bought a kind of a mid-level, the Nikon 5600 DSLR camera. Had it up and going. Got into taking quite a few sports pictures of his basketball games, and then of his buddies, and got those posted on Facebook, and everybody really seemed to enjoy it, and kind of kept going with it. Got a little better. Started using Lightroom to edit them with, and some software. And then I got into some lenses. Kind of turned of what I was just wanting to do with a few pictures, better pictures than cell phone pictures. You know, kind of, it just kept going. So then I started buying lenses. What started out as a not very expensive hobby turned into a pretty expensive hobby, and just kind of kept going with it. I was able to sell some of the pictures, some of the sports pictures, and worked for a couple different media outlets at some of the games that I was already going to. I get a little out of breath here on this hill. Get up it real quick. So I was able to, once I kind of started selling some of those, I was able to at least maybe break even with some of the camera gear I had. Then after he graduated high school, didn't really do much with it. Tried to take some senior pictures of some of the kids. Even tried some family portraits. I don't know, that wasn't really for me. I'm not real good at directing people in the sense of how to pose people and stuff, and I didn't have much fun with it. I did enjoy the sports. That was a lot of fun. So over the last few years, he graduated high school last few years, been able to travel around, do some travel photography, just some of my own stuff, and just kind of posted them to Facebook and different places. Didn't really make any money off those. But I always had the gear. Bought a new computer a year ago or so, pretty high-end Mac computer. I figured, well, let's see if we can figure out a way to make some money off all this. We'll just start doing some YouTube videos. You know? Yeah. So then, started playing. I bought an old abandoned house. This thing had been run down, and the owner that had it at the time, he was going to remodel it, went in and ripped everything out all the way down to the studs, ripped the floor out. So it really, literally had nothing but a dirt floor in it. No plumbing, no wiring. Basically all it had was 4 walls and somewhat of a roof. So I bought it pretty cheap. Spent a little bit of time doing some time lapses of some different parts of that house remodel. Kind of fun. Started working on my own house after I got that other one done. And it was a complete and total remodel. Completely gutted it out, started all over. Kind of the same thing what we did with that other one. The only difference was I was having to live in mine at the time, so had to be a little bit more strategic of what I tore out, being able to keep electricity on and make sure the plumbing still worked. And, but it came out all right as well. So I had different friends tell me, they're like, man, you ought to just video different parts of it and kind of take your time going through there, video it, put it on YouTube, see where it goes. So I did a little bit. That's where some of the little how-to videos came from, setting the toilets and stuff. I still have several small tasks around that house to finish up on, so I'll probably try to video some of that, talk through it. Then we're out here on the bike, like today. Kind of one of the other hobbies that I picked up. It doesn't seem like I have any cheap hobbies. Photography is not a cheap hobby. Doing video stuff's not a cheap hobby. Bicycling, not really a cheap hobby either. You can make it cheap. A buddy of mine got me into the cycling several years ago, about 6 years ago or so. I was married at the time. Wasn't real happy in the marriage. So I think I used the bicycle to avoid it more than anything. Come out, cycle 20, 30 miles. Pretty soon, did 1 century, so like 100-mile bike ride once. There's nothing special about me, at least I don't think. I can fix a few things. I can watch YouTube to learn how to fix a few things. That's all I do. Do a whole bunch of research and then go give it a try. That's what I'd recommend everybody else to do too. So that's where we're at. So where the YouTube channel goes, that's a good question. I think it kind of depends on what people want to see. I'm hoping to be able to make some money off of it. I mean, ultimately, that's what I want to do for it. I don't know, maybe one of these days I'll tell people about the actual channel. And, most of the time my videos aren't very good. The video quality is fairly poor. I'm not great at doing video stuff. I think most of that has more to do with the lighting. I'm not real great at talking either. My mannerisms are kind of off. I don't necessarily like to hear myself talk. It's kind of odd to just talk into a microphone with nobody really to talk back to. So I don't know. Maybe at times we'll get some other guys on rides with me and we'll go through, bullshit a little bit. We have pretty good rides, bullshit about a whole lot of stuff. Most of the time doesn't really mean anything. Some conspiracy stuff. Some in our own heads type of stuff. Yeah, so maybe we'll do some more of the how-to videos, do some more adventures type stuff, some travel stuff. YouTube says you got to have a niche of some kind to really make it go anywhere, but I don't know. I guess maybe my niche is just going to be just random stuff. Can we have just a random niche type video genre? That I'm not sure on. Some of my stuff just kind of rambles on sometimes. I can get on financial topics. I'll do my best to stay away from some of the politics because I think it's all bullshit anymore anyways. But we'll probably get into it, especially if the buddies are with me. Yeah, I'll do. If there's products out there, I'd be more than happy to talk about products. Like I said, it's 90 degrees out here today, close to 100-degree heat index. I drank one of the LMNTs before I started. Those things always kind of help me power through pretty well, depending on how long I ride. every couple hours, I usually try to drink one of those or a liquid IV, some kind of electrolyte drink. Make sure I got some sugars with me to go with them. Wouldn't necessarily say I'm the fittest person in the world. I've done my best to try to keep up with it. I get a little bored with it and burn out sometimes, and so I stop and then I get going again. I'm on a pretty good kick of it right now, so doing all right there. I don't know. Overall, I think I'm just kind of a average 43-year-old man in the Midwest. There's nothing special. I guess I'm just willing to try a few things here and there, see where they go. If they don't work out, we'll stop it, go on to something else. If we get bored, we'll stop it, go on to something else for a while. Maybe we'll come back, pick it up, see what happens. So anyways, I think that's probably enough rambling for now. Hopefully that gets it through the majority of the ride. Hopefully I didn't bore you too much. Hopefully you stick with me. That's just something kind of fun to do, give it a try, see where it goes. But anyways, we'll see you guys on the next adventure, whatever that adventure is. It may just be mowing the yard. Maybe it's another bike ride. Need to hang some trim, paint some trim around the house. Maybe it's that. Anyways, get out there, go do something, have some fun. Quit watching YouTube all day. Just hit the like and subscribe button for me. See you guys. Just turn the camera off. I don't know if you can see that deer running across there or not. Across the road with the phone. Good times.